Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk all things Saturday night's main event that is happening this Saturday at 8 Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time. I want to run through all of the matches that we are looking at and some things that might happen that have not been announced yet. So, first up, we have Cody versus KO in this match. And I'll be honest with you, I think this is the strongest feud that Cody has had so far. I think the heel work that KO is doing is excellent. His promos every single week have been crushing it. And not to mention, he has brought out the receipts for everything that he has done and why he has done it. So, this feud has been great, and I am looking forward to this match. However, I did not think that Cody was going to lose, full disclosure, in the first place, but I am a little disappointed because Triple H announced that Cody will carry the Wing Championship on Saturday night for one night only. And to me, this just gives me even more confirmation that Cody is not losing this belt. Not that I thought he was going to, but it just takes away any of that like potential, guessing that he might have lost the belt. So, with that being said, Cody is definitely going to be your winner on Saturday night. But don't expect this match to be that one sided because I think these two are definitely going to go to battle. I think KO is going to prove a point, and I honestly don't think this match is going to end in a pin. I honestly think this match is going to end in a DQ. With that being said, I have a theory on what could potentially happen, what I'm hoping will happen, and that is I am hoping that Mr. Randy Orton comes back, turns heel, and attacks Cody to set up that feud as well. We know that KO and Randy are really good friends, and then KO turned his back on him, but I think that this time out is going to give Randy just a little bit of push that he needs to really go after that belt. We've seen him eyeing it for weeks upon weeks, and we know he wants that. So I think that hopefully on Saturday night, the Viper will make his return and he will turn heel, and that will be Cody's next opponent. So, with that being said, I do think that this match will end in a DQ and Cody will retain his championship. The next one that we are going to talk about is Liv Morgan and Io Sky. Now, we know that the internet has teased that there is going to be a title change. And many people think it's going to be this match. And I will be honest with you, I have gone back and forth. I love Io. I love what she does in the ring. I think she is fantastic and has a super bright future. But I don't think it makes sense for her to win the belt here. We have seen all year long the Liv and Rhea storyline. And so for Io to take that belt from Liv and Rhea not be involved in any way really does not make sense to me and leaves a whole lot of stuff open for me. So I honestly think that Liv is going to retain her championship here. And I think what's eventually going to happen, because we saw a little teaser of it Monday Night Raw, I think we're eventually going to get a triple threat match with Liv, Io, and Rhea. So I think Liv retains here, but I don't think it's the end of this storyline. What I do hope happens is I hope that Liv wins clean. I am tired of this narrative that Liv needs to cheat to win or she needs help to win. She can't do it on her own. She's scared. Blah, 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 blah. I'm so tired of it. Love her or hate her, Liv is a true star in the WWE. She is strong in ring, she cuts killer promos, and she commits fully to the character that she is playing. So, with that being said, I think she ultimately deserves a better, like, just a better character right now. I think they've really painted her in this like scared little girl light, and I don't love it. I think she should have been a strong champion. I think her reign should have been a lot stronger than what they portrayed it as. And I'm hoping that we get that going forward, whether this be a, you know, EO feud going forward, triple threat, Rhea, whoever her feud may be, I'm hoping that Liv gets that stronger character that she deserves. Because, like I said, love her or hate her, she commits fully to what she's doing and she's committed to the WWE and wrestling in general. And I think she deserves to be a stronger character and a stronger person and not this like runaway Liv. And then my favorite match of the night is Damian Priest, Gunther, and Finn Balor. Now, I knew from the beginning that this was going to end up being a triple threat. If you go back and watch my lives, I called it. I said it was going to be a triple threat. I just knew that somehow, with all of the menacing that Finn has been doing, Adam Pearce was going to add a little thriller in this for him. He's definitely not going to make this easy on Finn. I have gone back and forth on this match. This is the title that I think will change hands. I do not think Gunther retains this title. However, I've gone back and forth on who I think wins this title. I want Damian to win this title. I'm leaning towards the fact that Finn may win this title. And I like Finn. I have said all along that I love Finn when he is solo, when he's on his own. I want him to break free of the Judgment Day and I want him to go back solo. Demon Finn is actually one of my favorite characters. I think it's fantastic. And so I really hope that if Finn does pull this out and wins, it's his break from the Judgment Day. I think he needs to leave them alone. I think the Judgment Day honestly needs to consist of just Liv, Raquel, and Dom, and everybody else needs to go their own way. And I think that if Finn does win, that is what will happen. But ultimately, I'm hoping that Damian Priest gets a little bit of karma on Finn for costing him the title at War Games, and he pulls out the win on Saturday night for this title. I want to see another Damian Priest title run. I think he deserves it. He has crushed everything that has been thrown at him lately. And there's so many possibilities for what could happen with his title reign. We know the Finn and Damian stuff won't be finished because Finn will be upset that Damian is holding the title instead of him. So we know that won't be finished. And there's another little factor to consider in this. What about Dirty Dom? We know that Finn and Dirty Dom have not seen eye to eye. Damian and Dirty Dom have not seen eye to eye. So I think if Damian wins this match, we could get a triple threat between Damian, Finn, and Dirty Dom, which would be another match that would absolutely cook. Regardless if you like Dom or not, you have to give him his flowers for showing up, being in the ring, improving, and really just bringing that energy. So I think the triple threat between those three would absolutely cook. And we could see it as early as Netflix on Raw potentially because they want to make that show bigger and badder than ever. But ultimately, I think Damian Priest is your winner this Saturday night. Um, Even though Finn Balor could pull it off, there's two ways this could go, and I'm still unsure on it, but I'm going to go with Damian Priest because that's what I want. And finally, the last announced match is Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre in the Justice for Jey Uso match. And all I need to say is, I hope Drew McIntyre doesn't even make it to the stage because after he attacked main event Jey Uso, he don't even deserve to make it to the ring. But in all seriousness, I think this match is setting up for a major feud with the OG Bloodline. We know that the Bloodline is for sure going to be on the first episode of Raw, which is not too far away. And going forward, it would make sense that Drew is attacking the members of the Bloodline to get to the head of the Bloodline, Mr. Roman Reigns himself. And let's be honest, Roman and Drew feud would be great. We've already seen it we all thought that Drew was going to get that title from Roman in his hometown, and he didn't. So Drew still has some unfinished business there. And I think seeing another kind of like rewind and circle back to that feud would be awesome. Like, I honestly think it would be so good and such a great way to start the new year. With that being said, I don't think this feud will be one that will go on for a while because ultimately we are going to have to start getting WrestleMania storylines together. And I don't think that Roman and Drew is a WrestleMania storyline. I think it's a Royal Rumble storyline. So I think that we could see Roman and Drew something with the Royal Rumble, whether it be in the actual Rumble itself or a side match. I personally hope it's in the Royal Rumble, but I think we're gonna see a little rift between them for a little while because when you come for Roman's family, he will come for you. And I hate to say it, but I do ultimately think that Sammy will take the L here so that we can add some fuel to this storyline and it becomes stronger and it become more of a feud. Even though I want Drew McIntyre to step on a puddle with socks on so that his feet are wet and he slips and falls before he hits the ring because you don't attack Jey Uso and not get your karma. But he'll get it. And that is all the announced matches that we have. But there are a few other things that could happen. If you've been on Twitter at all today, you have seen that it's a big possibility that Miss Charlotte Flair will make her return on Saturday night. And it teased that we're going to see a different character for her. So, what do we think is going to happen? I have a theory on this, and I had a theory all along and talked myself out of it, but I think Charlotte attacked Jade. I think this with all my heart now because of this return. Because when Jade first came onto the roster, we saw that little rift between them when Jade and Charlotte was being introduced to each other. We saw that little tension. Plus, Jade is a strong, powerful woman. Charlotte is a strong, powerful woman. Who would not want to see this match? I mean, it would kill. So I think that Charlotte attacked Jade and is now making her return to claim her spot on the roster as the queen, as the strongest, as she is. Now, with that being said, this all relies on the fact that if Jade is hurt or not. We still don't know. Nobody has really said. We got the story that she could potentially be hurt and be out for a while. And then we got a little backtrack saying, no, it's part of a storyline. So I think that this storyline all revolves around on if Jade is truly hurt. But mark my words, the queen will be back on Saturday, and she is the one that attacked Jade. And there will be some kind of storyline there, whether it be with Jade or whether it be with Bianca, who seeks revenge for Jade if Jade is truly hurt. Now, another thing that I think we do not see is a Tiffy cash in. I will stand on this. I don't think it makes sense for Tiffy to cash in on Liv Morgan. Liv already has enough people that she has a storyline with. We don't need another one. We have Io, we have Rhea, we have Bianca. We've had those teasers with all of those people. And yes, we've had a teaser with Tiffy as well. And Tiffy honestly roasted her on the mic when she came for Dom. Let's be honest. But if Tiffy cashes in on Liv, who takes Nia's title? Nia's really sole storyline right now is the potential that Tiffy will cash in on her. We've seen this rift between them a little bit. We've seen Nia kind of bully her around. So if Tiffy is taken out of that equation, who is up? It just doesn't make sense. So since Nia is not defending her title that we know of, I do not think we see Tiffy cash in at all. I do not even think we see Tiffy there, to be honest with you. I don't think she's going to tease another cash in. It just doesn't make sense. It's not the right time for her to go against Liv. And another thing that has kind of been a little bit teased that we will see Saturday is the Women's United States Championship Tournament finale. Now it is scheduled to be at a main event if you look at the bracket, and I'll be honest with you, I did not originally see that on the bracket that it was going to be at main event, and I was like, really, it's going to end that soon? But if you look at the bracket, it says clear as day the finals will be at main event. So with that being said, we have Bayley still in this match. We have Chelsea Green still in this match. We have Michin still in this, and Tiffany Stratton. Now, I personally think that the finals should be Chelsea Green and Michin. I think those two are the ones that deserve to be in the finals, and I ultimately think Chelsea Green deserves this title. I've said it before and I say it again. She is the probably one of the most underrated women's wrestlers right now. The energy she brings to the ring, the comedic aspect that she brings to her performance, the way she commits to her character. I love everything about Chelsea Green. And don't get me wrong, I love Michin as well. I think she is fantastic, but I think it's Chelsea's time. I think this should be her belt, and I think she should win it. Now, I will be honest with you. I love Tiffany Stratton. I love her. I think she is a star, but I do not want her to advance. I did not want her to advance in the first round because she has the Money in the Bank briefcase. She has her title shot. She's already got that locked down. All she has to do is cash it in. So I do not want to see her beat Michin. I don't want to see her in the finals, and it's nothing against her. She already has that shot. Somebody new needs it. So, with that being said, I am hopeful that we see Chelsea Green and Michin in the finals on main event Saturday night, and Chelsea Green will walk out your Women's United States champion. Whatever happens on Saturday, I have a feeling that this is going to be a great show. It's the first Saturday night main event since like 2006, I think. Don't quote me on that date, but I think it's around in there. And so I think they're going to do big things. It's going to be bigger and better than ever, and it's going to really kick off the holiday season correctly. We also know that the Raw on Netflix is only a couple weeks away, so I think it's going to set us up for a big show then too, and a lot of storylines are going to follow into that. And I want to know, I'm curious to know if you're watching this, if you're listening, what do you think's going to happen? What do you want to happen? Who do you hope walks out the United States Women's Champion? Who do you hope wins? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know on social media, wherever you're seeing this. Let me know what you think's going to happen, and we'll all find out together on Saturday night. If you're watching this, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all social media, and I appreciate you guys.